My people, your wounded civilian brother, your friend, I salute you all. Happy weekend. The election is over in Anambra. Remember, I am one of the few Nigerians who prayed, who fast and prayed so that my people will boycott Anambra election. But they didn't listen to us. They went ahead. The election is over and they are calling the result now. The way things are going now, I believe APGA is the one winning. The governor have to still be there for another 4 years. And trust me, and I know you know that things are going to remain the same. Corrupt politicians, they will be there and eating your money, neglecting the people there, and you will remain in your hunger and starvation lifestyle. We saw it on the TV, people, APC were sharing money, giving people money, just like what they did in Edo State. They even share rice. They were sharing takeaway on election day. It was on the internet. They were sharing rice, trying to bribe people. And the most worst part of it is that APGA is winning. That's not my problem. I don't give a shit about any political party. I'm even happy that APGA is the one that is winning now. APC and PDP can go to hell. But one thing that I don't like is that, because APC and PDP is fighting for the second position now. But one thing I don't like, or still bothering me, is that Buhari party is APC. APC that kill your own people. I'm talking to the Biafrans now. Or I'm talking to the Anabrans, the Igbos, my Igbo brothers in Anambra. APC is Buhari political party who kill your children, who kill your sons, who kill your daughter. APC is Buhari political party who neglected you, who disrespected you. Why is it that people still go out and vote for the same APC? It's a very big question though. Me, I was thinking maybe Omoye, the APC candidate, maybe his family alone will be the one that will be voting for APC there. APC is even leading PDP there in Anambra. Why? The APC, the very political party, Buhari political party, Buhari who killed you, Buhari who insulted you, Buhari who maltreated you. His own political party is the one, the way things are going is like APC will carry second there. So my people, sometimes, the other day, the same Igbo people, the same Biafra, they were anointing Buhari with chieftaincy title. The same Buhari who killed their family, who killed their sons, who killed their daughter. The same Buhari who never say anything good, who never say anything good about them. He always threaten. He always make reference of Ojukwu, how they fought Ojukwu, how they killed Ojukwu, how Ojukwu run away. He always make reference of it. But you invited him and blessed him with chieftaincy title. You didn't ask him, what about the people they kill? What about those IPO leaders? That's what we discussed about. We have been discussing this thing for about a week now. So I don't want to go there. I just want to tell you people how disappointed I am to see that Buhari APC is carrying the second position there now. APC. I was expecting APC will not get a single vote. They are even leading PDP now, because they are still calling the result. I don't know if PDP will later win. Say shame to you, the Igbos. Let's say the truth. It is a shame. Not until you go and do your homework. Not until you people go home and talk to your people. Do your homework. I don't think this agitation thing will be very difficult to materialize. Because we have a lot of saboteurs in Igbo land. They betray themselves. They sell themselves for money and positions. Look, yesterday, when Buhari went to Southeast, when they were, waving that stupid evil broom, crowd were there chanting, hailing him. They were Igbos. They were Igbo. They were youth. This is not only their leaders who sell their people for money and position. Even the youth can sell their future for a plate of rice. You see them, they were sharing rice. They can sell their future for 1,000 naira. APGA win is not my problem. PDP lose is not my problem. PDP win is not my problem. Why should Igbos? Listen very carefully. I'm not against APC as, maybe I don't like APC as a party. No, what I'm trying to say, because of what Buhari have done to you people, you're not supposed to even vote for APC at all. At least that's to show you are not happy with APC, happy with Buhari. So they have to calm down and call you people and start to respect you and start to treat you people as human beings. And start to treat people as first class. And stop treating you people like third class citizens in the country you call your own. This is not a matter of your leaders. Your leaders is confused. But you yourself, you, the youth, the Biafran youth, you at home, especially those who are voting for APC, you are not normal. And you will remain in this suffering and smiling life. You will remain in it because you don't want to learn. Well, my people, Nigeria, you don't understand Nigeria. Nigeria is a country you cannot understand it. It's very difficult to understand Nigeria. When Buhari, APC president, went to the southeast, did you know that it was a PDP governor who invited him? A PDP governor invited Buhari to southeast. Can you imagine? Every day, almost 3 years, APC still keep crying, keep telling us that PDP do this, PDP do that, PDP corrupt, Jonathan corrupt, that one corrupt, the other one corrupt. But it's the same PDP governor who invited Buhari to the to southeast. You will see these guys, they are the same. Most of these governors, they are PDP in daytime and APC in the night. Some APC, some APC governor, APC in the daytime, and they are PDP in the night. They belong to one clique. It's occultism stuff. They are using your destiny. They are the one choosing your destiny. They are the one ruling our destiny, ruling the youth's destiny in Nigeria. We that tell the youth, grow up, it is time for you to realize to be wise. And let us come together in one accord, in one unity, and call for revolution and restart Nigeria again. You call us, we are preaching hate speech. Look at Nigeria today. Can't you see nobody's talking about restructuring? Nobody's talking about the resolution of power. Nobody's talking about federalism. This Ododuwa conference, one they heard, they were shouting restructuring. Can't you see everything have died down? Why? Because Nnamdi Kanu is nowhere to be found. The moment Nnamdi Kanu disappear, everything stop, everything stand still. They are all smiling, they are all suffering and smiling now. And that is why somebody like us like that guy. That's why somebody like us like that man. You have done something that it will take years for another, it will take years for us to say, okay, for us to forget him. I've done something great. During his time, when he was agitating for Biafra agitation, Nigeria was, politicians were running up and down, they were shaking. Some people keep calling me, telling me, mocking me, where is Nnamdi Kanu now? Where is Nnamdi Kanu now? I said, hold it right there. Don't be too fast. Chill. Nigeria fought civil war for 3 years. We could not stop Biafra agitation. And you think Buhari Python dance will stop it? Or monkeying us will stop Biafra agitation? That until we really, if the government want to stop the Biafra problem, we have to come to the round table and discuss the unity of this country. That's just the truth. Don't be happy. They're happy now that Nnamdi Kanu is nowhere to be found. But Nigeria need solution to their problem. Nigeria have problem and we need solution. And the solution to it is to discuss the unity of our country. When Tinubu lost his son the other day, APC gangs, criminals, they went there to pay him, condolence visit. No, they were taking pictures. We said, what? What are you taking pictures for? A man just lost his son. He's taking picture with you people, smiling, taking picture with you people. They said, no, everybody have their own way of mourning. 2 days ago, this man, we were playing politics, shouting, or Tinubu, we are talking nonsense, saying, Jonathan thief, that one thief, Jonathan loot, Jonathan loot. You just lost a son. You're supposed to at least take a month or 2 months and mourn your son. Relax at home. Just a month or 2 months, you have to respect your son. You just lost a son. You already had shouting, kill Jonathan, Jonathan do this, Jonathan do that. You rule Lagos State as a governor. Tinubu ruled Lagos State as a governor for 8 years. You have 2 to 3 private jets. You own half of Lagos. All these great big hotels in Lagos belongs to you. You own half of Lagos. You are the upper of Lagos. You own almost 2 to 3 private jets. Jonathan, all your children schooling abroad. Jonathan, and you have a bank account in Swiss, London, America. And Jonathan, you are insulting. Who ruled that country for almost 6 years? Don't have one private jet. All the students school in Nigeria. And they have no foreign accounts. Then who is the criminal here? You are a governor, you have 3 to 4 private jets. And you are insulting a man who have nothing. People, you guys have been shouting, Jonathan thief, Jonathan thief. You have not been able to implicate him or in any way to say, yes, he's the one that sent this man to thief, or he's the one that sent that one to thief, or he collaborated with this guy to steal. All what we are hearing is rumor, he do this, he do that, arresting his wife, harassing his family. I'm not trying to say Jonathan is perfect. He was a weak president. I can take that. And there was a lot of corruption in his government. I can understand that. But you can't keep blaming Jonathan after 3 years, almost 3 years in office. After you promised Nigeria life in time. After promising Nigeria, you are going to do the things Jonathan couldn't do. After almost 3 years, you are still blaming Jonathan. You expect people like us to keep quiet. That cannot happen. Because Jonathan government is more better than the government who promised us heaven and earth. People cannot buy anything in the market. Go to many Nigerian streets. People are struggling to survive. Electricity tariff, you increase it. People don't get light. Without light, how can people run their business? Under the very government who promised to make life better for the poor masses. You are talking about Jonathan steal this, Jonathan steal that. 26 Baru in NNPC just told 26 billion. You are not talking about that. We have been crying here saying that somebody just told 26 billion US dollar. Billion. Tinubu didn't talk about that. Tinubu is not talking about that. What about the almost 300 million? No, just 300 million dollar. The one Baba Chai said he used to clear grass. What about the Andrew Yakubu? The money they said they found in his house. Yakubu from Kano. From Kano, yes. The money they said they found in his house. Tell me where Buhari is keeping all this money that Nigeria is still suffering. Operation steal from who they steal. You collect from looters for you to loot it again, for you to steal it again. Nigeria, open your eyes. Open your eyes. The other day, the vice president is telling us, but he's taking half of his salary. He's not taking full salary. He's taking half. Osibanjo, I saw Osibanjo shut your fucking mouth. You lie more than the devil now. You should at least think of where you will spend your eternity and stop lying. Stop deceiving Nigerians. Talk about the allowances you are collecting from this government. You talk what about the budget? They said there will be for your own transport alone. It's going to be billions. Nigeria will be spending billions for your traveling. Traveling for what? You have been traveling for 3 years. Still, Nigeria is we are still facing recession. People are still dying of hunger and starvation in Nigeria. Talk about the allowance. Talk about your allocation allocated to Asoro Clinic again. The one they said they will be using to treat you maybe if you are sick. The one of 2016, the one of 2017. Talk about those billions you are stealing there, not giving us shit about your fucking salary. Who want to hear that? You're not even supposed to be taking salary upon the money to change your wardrobe, the cars, so the allowances they are giving your children. For what? You are already a billionaire. You still collect this money from government while people don't even have 1,000 naira to eat. May God punish all of you. Osibajo, Buhari, Ella Mohammed who keep lying. It will never be well with all of you. The truth is what we stand for. These people have been fooling us, deceiving us for too long. Look, the other day, Buhari went to the southeast. To do what? To do what, exactly? To go and launch a statue. Buhari launched, or what am I doing? Not launch. With Oshomole. Oshomole built, they claim Oshomole built European standard hospital in Benin. Buhari is the one. Buhari went there to open it 2 years ago. Up till now, they are not using the hospital. There is no equipment inside the hospital. Nothing. And they said they use billions to build that ordinary building. They call it hospital. They say people no lying. That's why we know them. They can't deceive people like us. They can't. In Anambra election, we have been telling people, boycott Anambra election. You refuse to listen to us. Still, people are still voting for APC. The same Buhari political party who humiliate you, who kill your daughters, who kill your sons, who disrespected you, who have been insulting you. Shame on you, these Anambra people, Igbo people. Shame on you. The high post now, the high post should go home. Go and ask your leader what is wrong with them. Otherwise, it's very difficult for Biafra to materialize. It will be very difficult. Because they have been saying you don't have unity. It is clear you don't have unity. You are not united. If you are not united, how are you going to win? Thank you, my people.